And finally, I'd like to introduce Ben Griffin, who went to Baghdad. He served with the American forces as part of the SAS. He was horrified at what he saw, and he took an individual, moral and very courageous decision to refuse to go back for a second tour of duty. Ben Griffin.
Afternoon. As Andrew just explained, I was a member of the SAS and served in Iraq last year. I had my doubts about the war before I went to Iraq, but as a soldier I just carried on and went out there. What I saw in Iraq was not consistent with bringing democracy to the country. The conduct of coalition forces out there, treating the Iraqis with utter contempt. People have spoken in depth about what's going on in Iraq, but I'd like to just tell the crowd that John Reed's come out today and said, you're either with us in Iraq or you're here with the terrorists. And to me that reeks of desperation. I think we're about to hit a tipping point. This government is desperate. Since coming out this week, I've had lots of support from officers and soldiers still serving in the army who agree with what I've said. And I'd just like to end on this. I know time's short. And it's a personal message to Tony Blair.
That's all right, no worries.
It's not God that will judge you, it is us.
Thanks very much, Ben, and a big round for the military families. They will make Blair pay! They will make Blair pay!
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure and privilege to be here this afternoon. And I can tell you, I've been singing songs of peace for 40 years. I was marching here 3 years ago, and seeing all of you here today and meeting all these wonderful people has really restored my faith, because sometimes it gets a little bit thin. This is a song dedicated to Mr. Bush, Mr. Blair, Mr. Cheney. Now you masters of war, you that build the big guns, you that build the death planes, you that build the big bombs, you that hide behind walls, you that hide behind desks. Well, I want you to know I can see through your masks. You that never done nothing but build and destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. You put a gun in my hand, then you hide from my eyes, and you turn and run farther where the fast bullets fly, like Judas of old. You lie and deceive. A world war can be won, you want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down my drain. And you fasten your triggers for others to fire, then you sit back and watch while the death toll grows higher, and you hide in your mansions while the young people's blood flows out of their bodies and lost in the mud. And you've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled, a fear to bring children into the world. And you threaten my baby, unborn and unnamed. You hate with the blood that runs in your veins. How much do I know to talk out of turn? You might say that I'm young, you might call me unlearned, but there's one thing I know. Though I'm younger than you, Even Jesus would never forgive what you do. Let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Could it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it could? I think you will find when your death takes its toll, all the money you made will never buy back your soul. Thank you very much. Peace out. Viva la paz.